which is bound. I'm so excited. Sadly, all my progress is lost. It's fine. We're starting over. Mail. I'm not putting my... Leave original MC's appearance. Yes. I'm drifting into darkness waveless. I've already played this day. I'm here to play day 2, so we're gonna... Oh, I can't skip. I forgot. Last of ever... Oh. I don't want to wait on this. Oh no. I have a theory that, let's see. This guy. I thought he should have. This guy. I have a theory that this guy is, Damien. He says the same name. Little Prince, he's like, oh my gosh. I love this damn cat. Did I say anything interesting? Just the usual nonsense. Though you did mention something about a prince this time. Hope it wasn't about yourself. I threw my pillow in the general direction of his voice. Shut up, Tiz. Tiz? I can never get names right. Careful with the violent prince. Stop it, Oh crap, that's loud. My ears. Oh, my ears. I realize this might be a little louder than I am. Okay. 7 a.m. I should have woken up that time, but I didn't today. I dragged myself into the bathroom, the usual weight of the morning settling over me. The boy in the mirror looks tired, almost unrecognizable. Dark circles beneath his eyes, tangled hair, definitely not a prince. Or whatever that dream was about. Tiskers? I'm saying Tiskers. Or Tiz materializes on this encounter, looking like a black puddle of smugness. You look terrible. I love that damn cat. Thank you for the morning sass, Tiz. Just what I need. He stretches lazily, taking up more space than a cat his size should. Honestly, it's a virtue. That's what familiars are for, right? Pretty sure familiars are supposed to be helpful. I am helping. Someone's gotta keep you grounded. I once as I run my fingers through his tangled hair. Oh my gosh, through my tangled hair. Just keep the flirting to a minimum while you're here. I don't need the landlady thinking I adopted a pet. Just stay in my room and wander around the city. Pet? Me? I am a being of ancient power and mystic knowledge. Ancient power that still demands tune I barely afford. I wrestle with a particularly stubborn knot in my hair as Tiskers ignores my comment. The audacity of humanness never fails to amaze me. I don't know why, I imagine this cat sounding like the cat from Coraline. Keith Dated! That's his name, I think. I don't know. I just imagine him sounding like that. The familiar routine grounds me, but I can't shake the unease from the dream. That voice from the dream still lingers on the edge at the edge of my mind. Let's see where your choices will lead this time, little witch. My hand slows down, still brushing out the knots as Tiskers tilts his head. His gaze sharpens. You're thinking too hard again. I can see it on your face. I pause, the brush still in my hand. It felt important. In my dream, someone called me Prince. It felt important. Important, I don't know. Sounds like a weird drink to me, just like the rest. At the end of his voice, it said something about choices. Choices, huh? Spooky. Well, don't let it get to your head, kid. You're already bad enough at making decisions. Real. Accurate. Still thinking about your little escape? My hand freezes mid-post this question, catching me off guard. I'm not escaping, I'm just chasing destiny, breaking free from life's cruel chains, or are we on a Doomus level freedom quest? You've read too many of those novels, kid. His tone is gentler now, though still layered with sarcasm. And you're an expert on freedom and destiny now? I'd be the best at it if I cared. Except I'm the one who has to make the choices. His he posits, his eyes narrowing with mock importance. Touche, but you're still bad at them. Just don't get too carried away with all this romance, or you'll end up with revenge or a stupid death. I roll my eyes and keep brushing. If I were you, I'd just ruin her drink or something. Her drink? One little mishap with her precious poison, and bam! No more issues with her. Oh my gosh. No more issues in her book collection as a bonus. Maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. Might have saved us both a lot of trouble. Exactly. See? Now you're catching on. His tail flicks lazily as he grins. Imagine the look on her face. Priceless. I sigh, half amused despite myself. Sounds nice in theory, but I'm not poisoning anyone. I'm not exactly ready to become the next dark sorcerer or anything. Boring. You're missing the artistic side of life. Maybe you'll see it someday. Right, because poisoning people is an art now? A small reminder that they're mortal. A small reminder that they're mortal can go a long way. You're definitely more trouble than you're worth. Oh, stop being dramatic, I'm just getting ready. Oh, stop being dramatic and just get ready. Yes, oh wise one. See you at the cafe. He disappears, probably off to terrorize every bird in the neighborhood. Whiskers makes it easy to forget he's a familiar, not just some weird talking cat. I give the mirror one last look, straightening my shoulders. Oh, I remember this part. The morning crowds the morning crowd parts around me along the hallway as I make my way to class. I keep my head down, counting steps, measuring breaths. Just make it to class. That's all I need to do. I don't know a voice for this one. I don't know. Well, look who it is. My shoulders tense before I even see her. The hallway falls silent. A strange kind of silence where no one's watching, but everyone is watching. Oh, she's so pretty, but I hate her. Still trying to play but oh my god, I forgot about that. She kind of ate with the fit, though. Still trying to play invisible, little puppy. She moves closer, deliberate and slow, like a cat toying with its prey. The students press against their lockers, setting the stage without a word. I love her outfit. Careful, Angie. If you scare him too much, you might pass out. We're gonna... Okay. I take a deep breath and meet Angie's gaze. For a second, her smirk slips, just a flicker. My heart pounds so loud it's all I can hear. But I don't look away. Angie's lips press into a tight line. Oh, found a little backbone, have we? She laughs, sharp and grating like the sound of glass shattering. The crowd shifts, a murmur of voices swelling as eyes press in on us. That's me. What's next? Is he gonna start talking back? She takes a slow step closer, her polished boots clicking against the tile like a metronome. Metronome? Counting down. Careful, Allie. She pauses, her voice dropping lower. Staring too long might give people the wrong idea. She tilts her head, her troubled hair catching the light, but her eyes burn, shimmering with fury that makes my throat go dry. She's angry. I don't move, forcing myself to stay rooted in place. The tension feels like a wire pulled too tight, one snap away from breaking. Somewhere in the back, someone stifles a laugh, and the sound cuts through the moment like a blade. You really think you could just walk around here like nothing's wrong? Her hand moves fast, the strap on my bag catching on her perfectly manicured nails. One sharp tug and my books hit the floor, scattering like fallen leaves. So clumsy. Her tone is light, like she's talking to a child. Her gaze flicks over me, her lips curling faintly. Honestly, does anyone even notice he's here? He's so quiet, I forget he exists half the time. It's called minding my own business. I take a steady breath, crouching together the scattered books. Andy looms over me, her shadow stretching across the floor like a taunt. Her smirk is smart as ever. My fingers slide over the familiar worn edges of my notebooks. I stand up slowly, holding the books tight to my chest and meet her gaze. It's called minding my own business. Try it sometime. For a moment, surprise flickers across Andy's face before it hardens into a tight-lipped smile. Viv lets out a slow... Oh my gosh. Viv lets out a low, mocking chuckle, tilting her head. My reaction throws her off, but not too much. Andy's eyes narrow dangerously, and the smile on her lips twists into something sharper, more menacing. My, how disrespectful. Did I just hit a nerve? You think you're clever, don't you? Acting like you're above it all? Like you're too good to acknowledge your place? The heat in my chest flares, but I force myself to hold her gaze. If you say so. She steps forward again, and I brace myself. Andy's boots slam down my chemistry notebook. The crash of the impact echoes like thunder. My stomach clenches as I watch the pages crumble beneath her heel. As dramatic as ever. I feel like I'm in some high school drama. Any second now, the choir will start her villain theme song. She leans in closer, her voice dropping to a hiss. You really don't know when to stop embarrassing yourself, do you? Playing dumb won't save you. You know exactly why this is happening. Something dark flickers behind her eyes as she glances at Viv. Look at him now. On the floor. His clothes are so cheap. I could never wear something like that. I hope you're not waiting for someone to save you. You should have stayed gone when you could now. She leans forward, her voice dropping low. Now I'm going to make sure you remember exactly where you belong. She straightens up and tosses her hair with practiced elegance. Viv falls in step beside her as the two girls walk away, their laughter carrying off to echo off the lockers. I gather my last notebook, fingers brushing over the boot print on its cover. Around me, the crowd begins to disperse. Some look away while others stare too long. Their pity feels like a spotlight, but no one would ever dare to get involved. Here's the thing about Angie. She really thinks she's the hero of the story. The thought almost makes me smile. Almost. I stand, shouldering my bag. The bell rings and the hallway fills with motion again. Just another scene. I make it to my classroom without anything else happening. I sit alone near the back, hoping no one will notice. The teacher keeps talking about some old piece of history. My desk is close to the window, far from the faint outline of a former student seated in the front row. His hand raised as if waiting to answer a question that was asked decades ago. His figure shimmers slightly, frozen in an endless loop. It's harmless, unlike the living. Usually I don't even notice him. My gaze drifts to the clock as if wishing the hands would move faster. A muffled laugh pulls me back to the present. Andy and Viv are whispering to each other, glancing my way and laughing quietly behind their hands. I don't need to share the words to know the routine by now. The bell rings joltingly back and I'm the first one up. I grab my pipe and head straight for the door. 15 minutes before my next class, I duck into the library. The low hum of whispers and quiet movements feels almost peaceful. I pull out my notebook and turn to the page with my schedule, my eyes landing on tomorrow's project assignment. Community service. Lucky me. Apparently I've been assigned to clean an old abandoned house as part of a revitalization project. It'll help my grades, so I don't really have a choice. Really? Where that's supposed to teach responsibility in the community. Sounds about right. A faint laugh rings through the Okay. A faint laugh rings through the nearly empty library, bouncing between the shelves. The sound is distant, almost eerie, a memory. Some ghosts are as much a part of this place as the books. They love attention whenever they can get it, so I've learned not to react. I slip the notebook back into my bag and glance at the clock. With the next class starting soon, I take a deep breath and get ready to leave. Maybe this time I'll actually be able to focus. After class. Okay. The final bell rings and I'm out the door before the sound fades. The afternoon sun feels too bright and warm, completely out of place with the day I've had. I glance at my watch. There's enough time to catch the bus to work. On the ride, I lean against a cool glass watching the city blur and streaks of color and sound. The cafe isn't far, but it feels like another world compared to the cold atmosphere of my school. Stepping off the bus, I take a deep breath. The air smells faintly of coffee, warm and grounding. Wait, okay, I just realized something. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at one of the other settings before, one of the other backgrounds before I make this theory. The small space greets me with its usual quiet charm. My fingers trail lightly along the counter as I walk. As I walk towards the back. A wilting fern on the counter catches my eye. I reach out, brushing its leaves under my touch. The plant's leaves seem to lift as if waking up. At least you don't mind having me around. The plant feels warm, alive beneath my fingers. I let my hand linger for a moment before pulling away. I slip into the back room to change into my uniform. The familiar routine calms me. The hum of the coffee machines, the clatter of cups, and the quiet murmur of voices help me relax. I'm smoothing down my apron when I hear a familiar voice. Oh, you look drained. How's the school treating you? Same old teenage drama? Hey, Tess. Yeah, it's definitely the same. These girls won't leave me alone till the end. Same, he says. He draws as if unimpressed. One day you're gonna wish you let loose a little. Trust me, witch isn't just a title, it's a state of mind. A very fun one. Witch, come on, I'm a guy. Damn you if the witch is a witch, guy or girl. Forget about high school drama. You'd better watch yourself. The old witch has eyes and ears everywhere. I notice. And don't skip on your protections. You never know when some wayward spirit decides to make a oh my god. You never know when some wayward spirit decides a little witch makes a good snack. I smile as he walks away with the usual air of importance. Some days Tiscus feels like the most constant part of my life, and somehow that feels reassuring. Crow, okay. Grabbing a notepad and pen, I step out to take orders. The evening passes in a steady rhythm. Scribbled requests, quiet conversations, and the faint hiss of milk steaming. Every so often, my gaze drifts to the window where the sky deepens into twilight and the streetlights flicker on. Outside, the world feels distant, like it's just on the other side of a veil. For a moment, my thoughts wander. What would it be like to just walk away? To leave it all behind and start fresh somewhere where no one knows me. But the thought fades almost as quickly as it comes. I sigh, turning back to the counter. The espresso machine hums, filling the air with the warm, grounding shell of coffee. I glance over at Tiscus, who's already lying in his usual spot by the window, pretending to be just a cute, lazy cat. Blech. I love Tiscus, bro. I envy how easy it is for him to be normal. Even with his air of importance, it seems pretty silly. Though you never know if he's having fun or playing with people around him, including me. I wonder if I'll ever figure it out. I shadow across the room, pulling me from my thoughts. I look up to see a new face, someone who looks out of place here. Oh my... He's tall, dressed in sporty clothes with red dye. Look at I love him, bro. I love him. Ah, he's so hot. I'm like that one emote people do with the one tongue emote. Ah! The natural blonde roots stretch far, almost halfway down. It's been a while since he last bothered to touch it up. Don't touch it up. It's so pretty. A few piercings glint as he moves, giving him certain rebel vibe. He stands out for sure. He scans room before choosing a seat by the window, away from the few other customers. My first instinct is to avoid him, but I can't ignore a customer. And he's already noticed me. Oh my god, I love it so much! I grab my notepad and walk over, slipping into my usual routine. Hi, what can I get for you? Oh, fuck, he's so pretty. Hi, what can I get for you? He looks up and his eyes lock on mine. Oh my god, I love him so much. Oh my god, sorry. His eyes are sharp, and there's something searching. Wait. And there's something searching in them. Okay. It catches me off guard, and for a moment I feel exposed. The sign that stretches on it. Oh, wait. The sign stretches just long enough to make me feel uneasy. Is everything alright? My voice wavers slightly and I mentally cringe. Why is he looking at me like that? Keep looking at me like that, goddamn! He's so hot. Do I look weird? Just a black coffee, thanks. Basic ass bitch, but yes! Black coffees are actually awesome though. His voice is low and rough around the edges. I know I'd already turned to leave, but his next words stopped me in my tracks. Have we met somewhere? My heart jumps. Using that, are you sure you're not just using that as a line? His lips twitch into the ghost of a smirk. I know. I'm seducing this man. I'm going to get this man. He's so pretty. Do you think I'm hitting on you? I don't know, are you? His eyes narrow slightly, his gaze feels intense, just enough to make my pulse quicken. Do I look like I need lines? His voice is calm, but there's quiet humor in it, like he's laying me on some private joke. I don't know, do you? His head tilts slightly like he's weighing my words. You get repetitive. The truth in his words makes me blush. All I just look familiar. Well, I work here for a while. Maybe you've seen me around? Oh my gosh, I don't remember that sprite, but I love it! Sorry. He leans forward slightly, resting his elbows on the table. His gaze doesn't waver, and the intensity in it makes the space between us feel smaller. Maybe. Or maybe I'd remember if I had. The words are quiet, almost an afterthought. I'll get that coffee for you. Take your time. I hurry back to the counter, but I can still feel his presence like a warm spot on my back. When I glance over, he's pulled out a notebook, writing something with quick, sharp motions. The plants near his table are leaning towards him, just slightly, like they're curious too. Discus hops on the counter beside the coffee machine, his tail twitching. Why are you making that face? What the hell was that about? Didn't see that weirdo before. I remember a punk like that. Tis, that's not nice. The bell chimes in June. I have a friend named June. And June bursts through the door like a gust of fresh air. Her short, messy hair somehow looks intentionally styled instead of brushed. Yo, Sevin, you got here before me, huh? She throws herself into the chair across from him with the ease confidence of someone who's never worried about making up space. Ow. I find myself envying that sometimes. Oh, her eyes are so pretty. I love the pink. Allie, help me out here. Iced coffee? I'm dead after practice. Coming right up. As I start preparing her drink, Tiskers is still on the counter beside me. His tail twitches as he stares, seemingly at Sevin. Sevin? I really hope that's how you say it. Sevin? 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 I say Sevin in a pretty obvious way. Though Sevin's different. You say that about everyone. No, this is something else, dumbass. I didn't question him. He hops off the counter and heads straight for June's table. There's my favorite cat. Cat cafe. Fuck, I missed that. There's my favorite cafe cat. Come here, Ansel. She scratches under his chin and he starts purring immediately. So much for his dignified, familiar act. Still collecting strays everywhere you go? He doesn't look up from his notebook, but there's a faint trace of something almost tender in his voice. This is the guy who avoids any type of contact. No girl would ever get close to you with that grumpy act. Some of us have standards. In the corner,
Is it an hour book?
my sister interrupted me.
Are you talking to someone?
I'm making a video, silly. I told you about the game. Okay, whatever. From the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of something unusual yet familiar. A pale semi-transparent fox slipped between the tables at the back of the cafe. Its movements are fluid, cautious, its faint outline flickering like light through fog. It's a regular here, always appearing in the late afternoon, wandering between tables as if searching for something it lost long ago. They all do. I watch it move gracefully past the tables, its form almost blending into the soft shadows. When it nears June and Sevin's table, I force myself to look away, until I notice his gaze shift, just for a split second, following the fox's path. I grip my notebook tighter, feeling the press of its edges dig into my fingers. I'm used to it. The faint presences that belong to a world most can't see. But did he notice? It must be a coincidence. I glance at Sevin again. He's back to focusing on his notes, his expression unreadable. Shaking off the thought, I bring their drinks to the table, setting them down with a polite smile. Thanks, Allie. Hey, we should hang out sometime. I know this great place downtown. I'm kind of busy lately. Oh, you're always busy. Come on. June, he's working. Stop being such a mood killer. She turns back to me. Oh, I didn't introduce you to. Sevin's one of my closest friends. Nice to meet you. My name's Allie. My throat. Something flickers across Sevin's face when our eyes meet. The same strange deja vu feeling hits me again. Sevin gives a short nod. Same. His voice is flat. Oh, wow, Sevin. You're really selling yourself here. He's working. He doesn't need the full biography. June runs dramatically, rolling her eyes at him before turning back to me with a grin. Don't mind him, Allie. He's just like that. Always serious and antisocial. And you're always allowed. He glances at me one more time before he returns his focus to his notes. It feels like he's deliberately keeping his distance. I think you two will get along eventually. You are such a cutie. Even the plants are so much more lively since he works here. June! What? I'm just stating the truth. You're like the magical plant whisperer with an absolute sweetheart. Oh, and an absolute sweetheart. Sevin, don't you agree? I freeze, my eyes turn to Sevin, who's now leaning back in his chair. His expression is unreadable, though there's a flicker of something amused in his gaze. I'll take your word for it. Oh my god. The nonchalant reply only makes my face burn hotter. Yes! Yes! I love him. June, stop. You're embarrassing me. June gasped, pressing a hand to her chest like I've just accused her of a crime. Me? Embarrass you? Never. I'm your biggest hype woman. I didn't ask for a hype woman. Too bad because you've got one. I buried my face in my hands, willing the floor to open up and swallow me whole. You're unbelievable. June, stop that. Come on! It's not a big deal. Not a big deal? You just called me a plant whispering sweetheart in front of someone I just met. Exactly. If anything, I'm doing you a favor. I'm laying the groundwork. Laying the groundwork for what? June waves a hand dismissively as if the details are unimportant. Whatever you call it when storm clouds and sunshine collide. I'd like the two of my friends to get along. I think it sounds in my fingers. sunshine? Who even talks like that? And that makes me the storm cloud. Am I the villain here? I didn't say that. You didn't deny it either. Sevin shrugs, his expression softening into something less tense. I'll take it. I've been called worse. But really, stop that. You're making people uncomfortable. So, how long have you two known each other? Forever, basically, since we were kids. He was far more cute back then, for the record. And you were just as noisy. Sevin's tone sounds irritated. June grins proudly like it's a compliment. You see what I have to deal with, Allie? But don't let his act fool you. Deep down, he's a total softie. Loves animals, plays the guitar. Sorry. Loves animals, plays the guitar, even rescues kittens. This is a man. I need this man. Sevin rolls his eyes, but there's a faint flush to his cheeks that he quickly hides behind a sip of his drink. And you're still noisy. I chuckle awkwardly and excuse myself to go on with my work. I will make my way back to the counter, but not before casting one last glance towards the logs. It sits by the far window now, watching the scene with quiet eyes that seem almost sad. I look over at Sevin again, wondering for a moment if he really did see it. But his focus is elsewhere. The afternoon crowd has thinned out, my shift is almost over. June checks her phone and then stands, stretching with a dramatic sigh. My turn! Go home and rest, Allie. You look tired. She bumps my shoulder lightly as she heads behind the counter. So if you're camping here all night or something? The atmosphere is good for studying. But he's not looking at his books when he says it. Right. The atmosphere. Oh my god, there are actual libraries in the city, you know. And since when you're actually studying? You're annoying. Libraries don't work at this hour. Keep it up and you're not getting a refill. I slip into the back room to change, the weight of the shift heavy on my shoulders. Tisker circles my feet while I take off my apron. Do you think he knows you're a permanent guest? I don't know. His tone is casual, but I catch the edge of curiosity in his voice. Sorry. When I step back into the cafe, Sevin's gaze catches mine from across the room. See you around, Allie. Wait, yeah. I wonder if I should ask if he'll be around more, or would that sound like I want him around? Would it be weird? It's not a big deal after all. Will you be hanging around more? Sam raises an eyebrow, his expression shifting ever so slightly, like he's weighing his response. Miss me already? Yes! The teasing catches me off guard and I fumble first. I just thought you might... Never mind. His lips tilt slightly, a faint, almost reluctant smile forming as if my awkwardness is more entertaining than he'd care to admit. Good luck with your night studies. Though, seems like June will kick you out eventually. I glance towards June, catching her exaggerated eye roll from behind the counter. I've got my methods. I mid-step towards the door when his voice stops me. Allie? Something in his tone makes me pause. Love him. I turn, catching a flicker of something in his eyes. Wait. He moves closer. I can almost feel his breath. My breath catches, not from fear, just something else. My hand reaches towards my face. His hand reaches towards my face, fingers impossibly light. For a moment, I'm frozen. His fingertip brushes my cheekbone, barely touching. A fallen eyelash. The cafe seems to freeze around us. June's disparate movement, Tisker's silent watching the afternoon light. Oh. I can feel I can feel the blush spreading, betraying my subtle emotion I'm trying to hide. Without another word, I duck my head and practically stumble through the door, the cafe's bell chiming my retreat. Be careful on your way home. His words follow me out, quiet but somehow heavy. My feet move automatically down the familiar sidewalk, but my mind stays behind. His fingertips against my skin, the careful precision of his movement. I press my fingers to the spot he touched, the warmth just... I'm not flustered, no. The rational part of my mind tries to brush it off as mere politeness. My cheeks still burning, and I'm oddly grateful for the cool autumn air against my skin. Sevin's voice still follows me out into the evening air like a distant memory. The cafe fades into the background. His cruiser reappears beside me, as usual, knowing that no one is there to see his sudden appearances. That boy, you should be careful. I thought you were done giving me cryptic warnings. You're repeating yourself. You have an awful habit of ignoring me. I'm just keeping an eye out. You attract trouble like a magnet. You're insufferable, and you're blushing. Coincidence? Don't tell me that punk is your type. Tis. He's just June's friend. Don't make it weird. But even as I say it, I can't shake the feeling that Sevin might not be someone I should easily ignore. 20 minutes later. Okay. As we can see this setting is like on the blue side, right? And then the cafe is more on like the red side. So we all know like the difference of the color palettes between I will continue after we meet the next character, after we meet Damien. I walk home, the walk home feels endless. My feet drag against the pavement, every step heavier than the last. The streetlights are just starting to flicker on when I finally reach my door. I reach for my keys automatically, hand diving into my bag. Nothing. My stomach sinks. No. I dump everything onto the ground, paper scattering in the evening breeze. My hand shakes as I dig through every pocket. Here's I seeds and crumpled notes, desperation making my movements frantic. They have to be in here somewhere, but they're not. The memory suddenly hits me. My books scatter across the hallway floor, Angie's laughter echoing off the lockers. The keys must have fallen then. My legs give out and I slide down against the door, almost defeated. The roof wood catching at my sweater. Tears come hot and fast now, blurring the world around me. You're just not fit for it and never will be. Her voice echoes in my head, so clear it feels like she's standing right here. The same smug serenity that used to make me feel so small. I press my palms against my eyes, trying to push the memory away, but it clings to me like smoke. Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm just fooling myself. The first stroke of rain hits my shoulder, because of course it would rain now. A bitter laugh escapes my throat. Perfect. Just perfect. Footsteps approach, soft against the wet pavement. I don't look up. I can't bear to have anyone see me like this. Okay. Now I can talk about what I wanted to. 1 second.
Wait, what am I doing? I'm stupid. Pizza.
I have to read references real quick. Not references, I have to read messages. Okay. Friend stuff. Okay. Are you okay? The voice sounds gentle, concerned. When I finally lift my head, I see a young man watching me with worried eyes. Dark hair, light blue eyes, must be my housemate. I'd forgotten he was moving in today. Is your name Allie? I scrub up my face with my sleeve, mortified. My cheeks burn despite the evening chill. Yes, I'm sorry. My voice comes out shaky and I hate how vulnerable I sound. The words seem to catch in my throat. This is probably not the best first impression. The guy crouches down beside me, close enough to block some of the rain, but not so close that it feels invasive. No need to apologize. What happened? Lost my keys? Probably at school. I gesture vaguely at my scattered belongings, watching as rain starts to dot my papers. I thought I'd have to sleep out here. Pretty dramatic, huh? Hey, we all have those days. The smell was warm, genuine. Come on. Let me help you pick these up at least. He moves carefully, gathering my stuff with a gentleness that seems almost surprising. I watch his hands steady and sure as they rescue my books and my books and notebooks. You don't have to. I know. He glances up at me through the rain, a small softening his features. I just want to. Something about those simple words makes my breath catch. Water drenching his dark hair and the sweater starting to cling to his shoulders, but he doesn't seem to care. I have a spare key to the front door. At least you won't have to sleep in the rain. He stands and offers me his hand. I hesitate for just a second before slamming my palm against his. His grip is warm despite the chill. He pulls me up with careful strength. My legs feel steadier than expected. How about some tea? You look like you could use a warm drink. For the first time today, something in my chest loosens. That would be really nice. Thank you. Damien. You can call me Damien. Thank you, Damien. Okay. So, I would just like to point out the cafe and the outside of the house, they're different colors, right? Also notice how Sevin and Damien have completely different color palettes. Sevin is more is blue. Damien's is blue, Sevin's is more red. And if we look at the places where we first meet them, it's this exact same. For the cafe where we meet Sevin, it's on the red side. It's like the red atmosphere, right? When we first meet Sevin. And then when we first meet Damien, the atmosphere is blue. I just wanted to point that out. I just thought that was really cool. Because I was like thinking, whenever we went into the cafe, I was like, wait, it's red. Wait, isn't the outside of the house blue-ish? And I was like, okay, I was right. I don't know if that has anything to do, but I thought it was really cool. Because I know there's something important with like the two characters' designs being complete polar opposites. I follow him into the kitchen, trying not to feel like an intruder in what's apparently now our shared space. For someone who just moved in, he acts like the place has been his forever. Make yourself comfortable. I'll get that tea started. The familiar domestic sounds of kettle filling the cups, clinking. And cups clinking fills the silence. I want you to move in the kitchen, unable to shake the strange feeling of familiarity. I'm Miss Hayworth's nephew, by the way. Though you've probably heard. Yes, she mentioned you were going to move in. I just forgot. I sit on the couch, feeling the day's weight settle over me. The plants scattered around the room seem to perk at my presence, the leaves rustling softly. I should apologize again for all that. Not exactly how I planned to meet my new neighbor. The sound echoes through the room, warm and rich. Please, if anything, I got to play knight in shining armor. Great for the ego. He hands me a steaming cup, and I notice his eyes catch on the bruises dotting my hands, quickly curl them around the warm ceramic. Should I avoid the topic? I feel like I could be honest with him, but I just met him. I'm just clumsy. I mumble it like the weak excuse it is. Clumsy, huh? His voice is soft, there's something else there. Like he's waiting for me to crack. I grip my mug tighter. My eyes bounce around the room. Anywhere but those stupid blue eyes that seem to read between the lines. It happens. Damien leans back, the infuriating half-smile playing at the corner of his mouth. He tilts his head, watching as I fidget with the hem of my sleeve. It's like he can see right through me, and honestly, it's freaking me out. Nothing wrong with being clumsy. Though next time maybe consider furniture that's not out to get you. He's trying to joke, but I can tell he's not letting this go. Wait, little prince. See what I mean whenever I'm saying the person in the hood was... I theorized that it was him, that it was Damien. It's got to be... if I can remember his scene right. Okay, wait. If I get his scene, I'll talk about it. The words send an unexpected shiver down my spine. Something stirs in the back of my mind, that damn feeling of deja vu. What did you... The house is quite lovely, isn't it? He seemingly changes the subject, especially the plants. They seem livelier than I remember. There's something playful in his tone that makes my stomach flip. They just need a little care now and then. I used to spend summers here as a kid. Everything feels different now. His eyes find mine. Better, actually. The smile sharpens, catching me off guard. Though I have to admit, Aunt Liz didn't mention my new housemate would be quite so... young. I focus intently on my tea, watching the ripples form as my hand trembles slightly. Oh, I'm in my final year of high school. Final year? He says it like he's testing the word. Most people your age are still at home planning college applications. It's complicated. Complicated, huh? There's a subtle pause as he leans back in the chair. The atmosphere shifts, growing just a bit tenser. Why would that be? I can feel the heat creeping up my neck, my mind scrambling to come up with an answer. It's like he could see right through me. Let me guess. He straightens up, resting his forearms on his knees, his eyes never leaving mine. Family issues. My silence all but confirms his guess. He lets out an intrigued tone. What made you decide to move in here? Damien doesn't miss a beat. His smile suggests he's completely aware of my tactical change of subject, but he plays along. Aunt Liz has been persistent. Seemed practical since I'm starting college nearby. College? First year at Northgate. Basketball, philosophy major. His casual confidence when he makes it sound both impressive and somehow ordinary at the same time. I take a sip of my tea. I find it perfectly prepared, exactly how I like it. He's definitely skilled. You look surprised. Tea is actually really good. A faint grin tugs at the corner of his mouth, like we're sharing a secret. You seem like someone who appreciates details, little prince. Why do you keep calling me Prince? The question slips out before I can overthink it. Damien's gaze holds mine, an unreadable expression crossing his face. Maybe because you make it so easy to give you pet names, Prince. There's a There's a teasing edge to his tone. I just think it suits you. I remember it, in my dream. Why? He leans back slightly, his expression thoughtful. That's a good question. I suppose it's because you have a certain something about you. Whatever it is, it makes me want to call you Prince. His voice softens and I feel the heat rising in my cheeks before I can stop it. Did we meet before? What makes you think that, little Prince? Nothing. I'm just being silly. The words spill out too quickly. The verbal shield I throw up without thinking. My fingers tighten around the teacup, the ceramic still warm in my grasp. Damien's gaze doesn't waver. He sees right through me and we both know it. Are you sure that's all, little Prince? His voice is soft, almost teasing. You don't strike me as someone prone to being silly. I'm sure. The hesitation speaks volumes. My voice sounds small, unconvincing even to my own ears. Alright then, keep your secrets. Mystery suits you. I set down my empty cup and suddenly aware of how late it's gotten. I should head to my room. Thank you for everything. That's what neighbors are for. I'm just upstairs if you need anything. Day or night. There's a strange emphasis on the last word, one that makes me shiver. He leaves me with very mixed feelings. But I must just be exaggerating. He's so nice so far. I close the door behind me with a soft click. Of course, Discus is already there, sprawled across my bed like he owns the place. His tail flicks lazily as his sharp yellow eyes track me across the room. Well, if it isn't my favorite witch. Now it's tea time with the new roommate. I drop onto the edge of the bed, rubbing my temples. It was fine. And if he lives upstairs, he's either got a roommate or a housemate or a neighbor. Discus stretches, letting out a dramatic yawn. Fine, that's it. Please, give me something to work with. I pick up a bill and toss it at him. He dodges it, his smug expression unshaken. There's nothing to work with. He's just very observant, and a little too good at guessing things. Observant. I think he's creepy. For some reason, you always end up with the weirdos around. I'm an exception, since I'm not human. You think I don't know that? I take a moment to think about the day. Sevin, Damien, even June. I don't remember the last time I had to interact with so many people in 24 hours. Discord sits up, his tail curling neatly around his paws as his tone shifts from teasing to the thoughtful. Sevin? I love that man. Oh my gosh. Sevin. That punk guy with the red hair. He seems alright. He's June's childhood friend, so I guess he must be alright. I don't trust him. Why? Discourse house onto my stomach, making himself comfortable. Because, dear human, I have an interest in your survival. And I feel constant trouble around you. They're just people, Discourse. You're overthinking it. Am I? One calls you Prince like he knows you, and the other looks like a walking red flag. I love red flags. Sorry. No. I need you. Chill out. I shouldn't say that. Literally. Tiskers. Relax, Prince. I'm just looking out for you. You're far too trusting clues about relationships between humans. Why can't my life just be normal for once? Because you're a witch. Well, witcher, sorcerer, whatever you want to call it. Plus, normal isn't nearly as fun to watch. Despite the lightness in his tones, I can't... Oh my god. Despite the lightness in his words, I can't help but roll my eyes. Great. Glad my little... Oh my god. Glad my life is entertainment for you. Always, my dear. Always. Now pet me. I demand attention. Majestic being. You look like you got stuck mid-roll and gave up. Discourse narrows his eyes, but the effect is ruined by the ridiculous way his tongue points out decidedly, making him look silly. Your mockery doesn't work on me. Now scratch behind the ears. You know the spot. With a sigh, I reach out and scratch the indicated spot. My fingers sinking into the soft earth. You look like you're malfunctioning. I place my thumb to my temple, trying to shake the dream from my mind, but it clings. Like it's waiting for me to figure something out. Discourse voice pulls me back. You're doing it again. Staring off into the distance, saying... I glanced down at him. He sprawled across my lap while the paws stretched out dramatically, his tail flicking in a lazy rhythm. I'm just thinking. Overthinking, actually. It's just that dream. You're awake now. Whatever nonsense your brain cooked up can wait. It didn't feel like nonsense. It felt real. Discourse tilts his head beside me for a moment before letting out a long, exaggerated sigh. Fine, if it bothers you that much, think of it this way. Dreams don't lie, but they don't hand out answers either. If it's important, you'll figure it out eventually. Either way, pet me. His paw nudges my hand as his golden eyes flutter closed again. The moment feels so absurdly normal that I almost laugh. That damn guy. He mutters, pushing himself into his elbows, hands balling into his as he tries to steady himself. But it doesn't block out his image. The dream clings to him, refusing to fade like normal dreams should. The room is too dark to make out the time. Why him? Who is he? I love the rendering, by the way. Like, this style is just so pretty to me. Why him? Who is he? The thought is suffocating. His fists clenched tightly, his knuckles shrank wide as he tried to steady his erratic breathing. What the hell is this? Why is it always the same damn guy? He takes a hand through his messy hair, tugging slightly at the strands as if the slight pain will make him fully. His eyes drift to his guitar against the wall. Usually it helps, but tonight it might as well be furniture. This is getting annoying. It's not just a dream. He lifts his back onto the bed, his head hitting the pillow with more force than necessary. His face keeps floating back in his mind, strangely familiar in a way that makes no sense. Like remembering something he's lost but can't name. It feels too real. He says to the empty room, like he's trying to tell me something. Frustration coils in his gut. He hates this feeling. Like he's missing a puzzle piece. A can't stand this. He punches the mattress beside him, knowing sleep is done for the night. I need a drink.
I think so.
Beautiful game. What? 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 Wait. What is what? What? I didn't do that. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, wait, okay. Okay, wait. Wait, I have to try something. Okay, what? Okay, keep going. Okay, I wish... Okay. What? Oh, fuck, I chose the wrong one. Okay, we're not gonna read through this. I'm confused. Okay, can I skip now? Am I name my own business? Oh. I'm so used to having to repress that again. I know. What was that? Why did I get Damien's and not... That's weird. Why did I get Damien's and not Sevin's? Cause... What? Okay, I'm gonna try and use some of the ones that I chose before. That's weird. I'm genuinely confused. It's a 0. I can remember my choices pretty easily, so this will go by quickly. More. That was weird. So I think what I have to do is I need to choose Damien rather than Sevin, what I did there. Yep, smiles warm training room. All this jazz. Oh, again, I keep forgetting it. It's complicated. Why do you keep calling me Prince? Oh my god. Nothing. Okay. Damien. He called you Little Prince, didn't he? I freeze my hand hanging on the edge of the bedspread. How do you know that? I have ears, remember? You're the only one that doesn't listen around here, and I don't like it. It's probably just a nickname. Discus narrows his eyes, his tail flicking again. Maybe. Or maybe he's a creep. Discus hops onto my stomach, making himself comfortable. People don't use words like that so casually. Without a frustrated breath flopping back onto the bed. Great. Another thing to stress about. Exactly what I needed. Relax, Prince. I'm just looking out for you. You're far too trusting of this about relationship. Okay, yep, I did this. Okay, I did all this. As quick as I can, because... Well, if I do... Damien's, will it pop up? The weak light on his bedside lamp barely touches the corners of the room. Damien lies on his bed, hugging a pillow to his chest. His face is half buried in it, the soft fabric brushing against his cheek. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I didn't, forget about this completely, but... my sweet little prince. You're just as handsome as I remember. He smiles into the pillow, letting out a quiet, breathy laugh. Okay, but now that we got this, I'd like to bring you here with me where you belong. His voice softens, but not yet. No, not yet. You're so sweet, so innocent. I can't rush this. I need to be careful. Patient. He pulls the pillow closer, his fingers digging into the fabric. You'll see it eventually. How perfect we are together. That we're meant to be together. Destined even. To grow old, just the two of us. He catches himself laughing softly. Fucking me getting ahead of myself again. His breath catches and he presses his face deeper into the pillow. You remember, don't you? I know you do. Deep down somewhere in that beautiful mind of yours, it's all there, waiting. Something changes in his expression. harder and more focused. This grip tightens. Your mind always has been. Those eyes that smile. I hope I didn't frighten you today. He sighs. I tried to be gentle. He knows his flushed evening as his thoughts spiral, whisking in his head here. But you won't forgive me if I slip up, won't you? You're so kind. A quiet laugh. The quiet laugh escapes him, muffled by the pillow, but no less unsettling. Prince, my little prince. His hands clench around the pillow, as if it's the only thing keeping him grounded. I can't wait, but I will. I have to just this once, because I won't let you choose him again. I'm telling you, this is bad. Like, two games I really like end up being like two love interests, two main love interests. One of them is the kind one, not creepy, and then the other one's obsessed and like, yeah, okay. His voice drops to a whisper, his words heavy with promise. This time you'll see. You'll stay. Okay. Yeah, what? I don't know if that's a bug or if I'm just stupid. That creeped me out though, because I got Sevin's, but I got Damien's first in the gallery, and I was like, that's weird. Load game. Oh wait, I never saved it. New game. And with that, we can go on to episode 2. Or do I want to save this for another day? There was a new episode that came out, but I think I'm going to save this for another day. Because this has already been an hour long just to play the first day, or first episode. So, okay, that's it. That was fun. I'm gonna be playing day, or this next episode probably tomorrow, and hopefully checking out the new update. That's it. Bye.